Welcome back. It's a little late, but I had a busy day, and what's more fun than reading the Quran when the sun's going down? I really like to read it early in the morning or when the sun's going down. I don't know, it puts me in the mood. Okay, so we are in Rome or the Roman Empire. I'm so excited. What it's going to say about the Romans. Bismillah, Bismillah, Rahman Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. And sign 1 is Alif Lam Mim. The Roman Empire has been defeated in the land close by, but they, even after this defeat of theirs, will soon be victorious. Within a few years. With Allah is the decision, in the past and in the future. On that day shall the believers rejoice, with the help of Allah. He helps whom He will, and He is exalted in might, most merciful. It is the promise of Allah, never does Allah depart from His promise. But most men understand not. They know but the outer things in the life of this world, but of the end of the things they are heedless. Do they not reflect in their own minds? You see? This is a direct evidence. When people say, oh, the only reason why people are Muslims is because they're brainwashed at very young ages and they don't want you to think or to read, they just want you to be dogmatic and mindless. And it's like, right here, it's telling you to think. You see, that's the problem when people don't read a book and then talk about it. Not but for just ends and for a term appointed did Allah create the heavens and the earth, and all between them. Yet are there truly many among men who deny the meeting with their Lord at the resurrection. Do they not travel through the earth and see what was the end of those before them? They were superior to them in strength. They tilled the soil and populated it in greater numbers than these have done. There came to them their apostles with clear signs, which they rejected, to their own destruction. It was not Allah who wronged them, but they wronged their own souls. In the long run, evil in the extreme will be the end of those who do evil, for that they reject the signs of Allah and held them up to ridicule. It is Allah who begins the process of creation, then repeats it. Then shall ye be brought back to Him. It's like a cycle, right? On the day that the hour will be established, the guilty will be struck dumb with despair. No intercessor will they have among their partners, and they will themselves reject their partners. On the day that the hour will be established, that day shall all men be sorted out. Then those who have believed and worked righteous deeds shall be made happy in the mead of delight. And those who have rejected faith and falsely denied our signs and the meeting of the hereafter, such shall be brought forth to punishment. So give glory to Allah when ye reach eventide, and when ye rise in the morning. Yea, to Him be praise, in the heavens and on earth, and in the late afternoon, and when the day begins to decline. It is He who brings out the living from the dead, and brings out the dead from the living, and who gives life to the earth after it is dead. And thus shall ye be brought out from the dead. Hey, look at this. It says, it is, and who gives life to the earth after it is dead. You know what literally just popped in my head right now? Is when you look at the planets, right? Whether you believe in NASA or not, let's put the conspiracy theories aside for a sec. You know how when we look at the planets, they seem all dry and diluted, and some people get very arrogant and say like, well, this is proof that aliens don't exist and life can never exist. When we could look at it as the flip side, right? To me, that's like, they think, oh, nobody can live there. Life can't live there. Nothing can happen. But what if God is like, you know what? I'm just gonna take out Earth, let it stay dry for a while, and God could literally go to another planet and put a whole nother people on that place and make it alive again, right? So, indeed, those planets look dead, but that doesn't mean that God couldn't, restore it. It's interesting because the earth itself could go dead from all our pollution, right? We could kill ourselves, and Allah could just let it happen, right? You guys want to pollute? You want to do all this crazy stuff? You want to raise the CO2 levels? Okay, bye bye. And then our own evil will make us all dead. And then God will just, undo all of that or decide to do his experiments with life on other planets. Sometimes we get a little too arrogant with our planet, that we're so special with our minds, we're so special. This kind of makes you step back and realize how unique you are, but you are at the same time insignificant. So bring that ego down, right? And thus shall ye be brought out from the dead. And among his signs is this, that he created you from dust. And then, behold, ye are men scattered far and wide. And among his signs is this, that he created for you mates from among yourselves, that ye may dwell in tranquility with them. Dwell in tranquility with your partner. Oh man, someone should tell Jerry Springer. Today people like drama. People like drama. Some people don't want a relationship of tranquility. So when I read this, you think of a mate with tranquility, that's peacefulness. People want action. Some people like to fight. Some people like to smack and cry. They like that. I like how it says in the Quran that a healthy partner is calm and peaceful, not rowdy, not overly just out there. And he has put love and mercy between your hearts. Verily, in that are signs for those who reflect. And among his signs is the creation of the heavens and the earth, and the variations in your languages and your colors. Oh, the variations. Among his signs is the creations of heaven and earth, and the variation in your languages and your colors. Look at that. Your skin color. You see? Look at that. A lot of people, like a lot of neo-Nazis, I've been noticing how they think that white people, because they're so advanced, that means God loved their empires more. And that means the white people are chosen by God because they were given all the technology. And they had succeeded the most in the wars. And even though in the Bible there's nothing it specifically says whites are better. There's nothing that says that. But in the Quran, look, it says your colors, variations in colors. It's almost like unifying you. Like, you're different. You have different hair color. You have different eye color. You're melanin in your skin. It's based on the equator, right? It's a filtration system for the UV rays. Calm down. You're all different, but you all are going to go back to the same God, right? And be raised up again. You're going to be judged by your deeds, not, oh, well, you're white, so you get 2 points more than somebody who is brown, right? Wow. A holy book that specifically mentions that God created different variations in people. That's good. Verily, in that are signs for those who know. And among his signs is the sleep that ye take by night and by day. This may sound kind of weird, but when I was younger, I only need 4 hours of sleep. I hated to have to go to sleep, right? I just wanted to go to sleep and then I wanted to be out doing things. Now, some of the best part of the night is when I'm in my snuggly bed with my big fuzzy blanket. I got one of those memory foam pillows and I have some feather pillows. So they're nice and cold, and when you lay on them, your head just slowly sinks in and it is so comfortable and peaceful. That is such a blessing to me because so many times in my life I didn't have a safe place to sleep. I didn't have a clean bed to sleep in. I had to sleep in some very bad places, that weren't very good. And sometimes there was bed bugs in the bed and they'd bite me. I've lived some hard times. And I've had to, mattresses on the concrete floor, dark times. So when it says, sleep that take by night and by day, I know it's saying that you see the time you go to bed, it's nighttime, but you sleep in something and it's peaceful, right? To withdraw and go to sleep and relax. It's like a sign of safety I mean, we all can see that verse in different ways, but for me, it makes me think of the safety and the dangers at night, and how much of a blessing it is just to have a safe place to sleep, to go through the night, right? And the quest that ye make for livelihood out of his bounty. Verily in that are signs for those who hearken. Look, it said right here, remember, there's a pattern here. So, look at this. On 21 it said, verily in that are signs for those who reflect. 22, verily in that are signs for those who know. 23, verily in that are signs for those who hearken. And among his signs he shows you the lightning, by way both of fear and of hope. And he sends down rain from the sky, and with it gives life to the earth after it is dead. Verily in that are signs for those who are wise. Yeah, kind of like after the Australian fires, right? It started to rain, and now the forest is, has a little green sprouts and it's growing back. True, the koalas will take time to reproduce, but the plant's gonna be okay. And among his signs is this, that heaven and earth stand by his command. Then, when he calls you by a single call from the earth, behold, ye stray away, come forth. To him belongs every being that is in the heavens and on the earth. All are devoutly obedient to him. It is he who begins the process of creation, then repeats it, and for him it is most easy. To him belongs the loftiest similitude we can think of in the heavens and the earth, for he is exalted in might, full of wisdom. He does propound to you a similitude from your own experience. He does propound to you a similitude for your own experience. Do ye have partners among those whom your right hand possesses to share as equals in the wealth ye have bestowed on you? I don't know. My daughter. Do ye fear them as ye fear each other? Wait, I don't understand. The right hand possesses. Like somebody having confidence? Do ye fear them as ye fear each other? Thus do we explain the signs in detail to a people that understand. Nay, the wrongdoers merely follow their own lusts, being devoid of knowledge. But who will guide those whom Allah leaves astray? To them there will be no helpers. So set thou thy face steadily and truly to the faith. Establish Allah's handiwork according to the pattern on which he has made mankind. No change let there be in the work wrought by Allah. That is the standard religion, but most among mankind understand not. Turn ye back in repentance to him, and fear him. Establish regular prayers. And be not ye among those who join gods with Allah, those who split up their religion and become mere sects, each party rejoicing in that which is with itself. Wow. So many cool things. So far it hasn't talked about the Roman Empire too much. I thought it was going to say something like about battle or something. But still it's got all the excellent stuff in it. Verily in that are signs for those who know. I like the way it ends with that. Because it's almost like it's asking you to like including you, like for those who know. And then you're like, well, I want to know. You know what I mean? It's like, I want to know. I want to be one of those who know. Do I know? You know? You get it? I know what you know what I mean. I like reading this so much.